Yo, what is up, you guys? This is going to be analysis slash discussion video about the character, yes, the character from Death Note, Light Yagami. Now, in my opinion, this is one of the hardest character analysis to do, but this will be my first character analysis. So, give me some slack. I have notes right here, all these notes right here. It's pretty much all about the change, but yeah, let's jump right into it. Again, cut me some slack. So basically, Light starts off as a above average student serving his first year in college. And I say above average because athletically he's above average, and shown throughout the whole series, intellectually he's above average. Now, he's basically bored with life and bored with succeeding with everything he does, and it seems like he really wants a challenge. And we all know the story of how Light comes across the Death Note and meets Ryuk, but he then takes the power of the Death Note and starts punishing people he thinks that the law should have punished a while ago, or he thinks that they will never get to them. He is basically taking the law into his own hands, and he himself is becoming the law. So, gathering all this attention from Kira and all this attention that is being built around Kira, Japan decides to start up a case trying to figure out who Kira really is because they want to stop these mass murders. Even though the people are criminals, they still want to stop these mass murders. And so, in the beginning, Light is only killing criminals and people that he knows has done something, and he thinks that have gotten away with it. But it starts to change over time. And Light, his dad is working for the Kira case, and that's how we're introduced to the character L. L is using the nickname L because he already knows the rules of the Death Note, and he knows that if Kira has your name and your face, then he can kill you. And in my opinion, L is the only one that comes close to rivaling Light's wits throughout the whole series. And he didn't even kill Light. He didn't even catch Light. He's the only one that comes close to getting close to where Light is. And that plays into what I'm going to say later. Now, when L is killed, this marks the part of total domination for Kira. Kira, before he kills L, Light becomes a cold-hearted killer way before he kills L. And this is proven when he kills Ray Pember and his fiance because they're starting to catch on to who Light Yagami really is, and that is Kira. And he kills them and has no remorse for their lives, and he even has no remorse for people that are willing to sacrifice their lives for him and are truly in love with him, like Misa. Now, although she was annoying, he had no regard for her life whatsoever. And this becomes crazy. And while he's doing this, while he's killing innocent people, not innocent people, well, while he's killing anybody that stands in his way, and is slowly becoming the god of the human world, he starts to acquire this trait. And this trait is master. He was a good liar before, but now he can convince someone that he's not Kira, or he can convince someone to do something, such as Ray Pember's fiance. He convinced her to just wait a second, and that ended up being her last seconds on Earth because he killed her. But it eventually gets overboard when he kills L, and then he's named the head of the Kira case with his father gone and L gone. Light Yagami is the head of the Kira case, and this, in my opinion, totally destroys the character of Light. He doesn't destroy it, but he becomes really sloppy with his work. He starts leaving clues behind, and then we get introduced to the wannabe L and stuff like that. But my thing is, what I said earlier is how L was the only one to come close to matching Light's wits. If Light hadn't started becoming sloppy as the head of the Kira case, and if he kept all the strategies that he kept when he was with L and incorporated some new ones, I don't think Light would have ever been caught, because he became really sloppy and started using new disciples. And if he would have stayed the Light that we knew for the first couple episodes and the one that killed L, then he wouldn't have been caught. The story would have went on with him not dying, with him becoming the god of the human world, and I don't think he would have ever been caught. But then he becomes like the god, and that's when he starts passing judgment on who should live and who should die. And it's just crazy because his character isn't killed, but he stops using the wits that we were introduced to pretty much for the first half of the series, and that leads to his demise. And when Light dies, he dies as a sadistical dictator, pretty much, and that's pretty much it. Like, he dies as a sadistical man who murdered thousands, and this is all because he was given power. Now, Light could have been a very successful human being that would have probably changed mankind for the better if he would have never came across the Death Note. If he decided not to start killing people, he could have made a change to society and mankind for the better. Because as we see when the series starts, and as we see when he gets the Death Note, he wants to make a change in the world. He thinks justice is not being served correctly in the world. This could have led for two different ways. It could have went the way of him becoming a good human being and a great product of society, or he could have became just evil and became a criminal, because the thin line between insanity and genius is very small. That line is very small. So he could have went the way of being a genius, or he could have became an insane criminal, because I believe the evil was always in Light's heart. Nobody just becomes evil enough to start killing off thousands out of nowhere. So yeah, thank you guys for sitting around with me. This was my first character analysis. I hope I didn't ramble on too long. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment what you thought about the character like Yagami. And like I said, I'll be doing one on Lelouch if this goes well. If I get a good feedback and I think I did well. If everybody else thinks I did well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment what you thought about the analysis and like Yagami as a character, and what you thought about Death Note. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later.